Hello, this is The Real Magister coming at you with another kind of random Fallout 76 video. This one's going to be relatively unedited, kind of stream of consciousness, but it's going to show you an extremely optimal method for farming bounty hunter boards for general progression, account progression, and whatever you're interested in personally. Now, the thing that makes bounty hunting boards so difficult, especially with this new region, is a lot of the creatures in this region have a ton of resistances. I'm talking about 1,000 damage resistance for ballistic and for energy. Now, I'm going to show you my build here, and as you can tell, it's relatively unoptimized. You have things like Bulletstorm, you have things like Lock and Load, you have things like Hat Trick together, which is really strange because you wouldn't use these typically together. The thing that makes this build so great, especially for newer players, is you do not need a lot of perk cards for this build to actually function properly. The only thing you need is, well, you need 4 perks in total: Tank Killer, Hat Trick, and Bow Before Me. You see, this here works together with Bow Before Me, so you get effectually a direct additive 80% armor reduction with your bows. And with Hat Trick, you basically, like, the game just completes it for you. It's very simple. The only other perk that I would say is kind of necessary is Science, because plasma arrows are so powerful, it basically doubles your damage. So you just need these 4 perks: Tank Killer, Hat Trick, Bow Before Me, and Science. Everything else, like weak point damage, etc., 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 all of that is just minor optimization that can make you go from, let's say, 5 to 4 shots down to 3 to 2 shots in order to complete a bounty hunter board. So I'm going to pick up one of these here, these grunt hunts, and I'm just going to show you how fast it is using the best weapon for this method, which is the Burning Love. And we'll take a look here. So this guy is swift-footed. And again, normally this guy has 1,000 damage resistance for ballistic and for energy. But you'll see in a moment when I VATS him that it's cut down all the way down to 200s, basically. Or not even 200s, because these guys are a little bit weaker. But you'll see what I mean. Okay, I'm getting shot at randomly. Now, you absolutely don't need the Burning Love, right? You don't need it. It's really, really powerful. But this build is so simple that it's just not necessary. Now, where is he at? There he is. Alright, let's go to stealth if we can. And you can see he's already kind of low, even though I haven't hit him directly yet. And basically 2-shot him, right? And down he goes. And that was a very fast one, relatively considering the location, right? Especially considering I didn't use stealth or anything like that. And we'll just pick up another one, and I'll show you with a crossbow, right? You don't need the Burning Love. It's a great option, but it's just not, it's not even needed because it's so easy to do with arrows instead of typical weapons. So we'll pick up another one from the bounty board here. And this time I'll use my crossbow. I want to talk to you, Google. And I'll show you how fast it is, right? So just wait for this to appear. Grub hunts. Immediately heading to the rail yard. And again, this build is not fully optimized, right? You just need 4 perks and any type of weapon that shoots bows and arrows, right? I'm using this crossbow here. And who do we have? Who do we have? It's really unfortunate. Maybe I should. Okay, so we got this healing outlaw. So 1, 2, 3. He's dead. 3 arrows. That's all it takes. That's with the crossbow, right? And you can see just vatsing things. The game just plays itself, basically. And immediately I can just, start another one, just like that. Takes less than a minute to complete these bounty hunting boards with this build. And I will start a wanted one, right, in just a moment. Actually, not. I'll start a wanted one right now because I believe I did get a poster earlier when I was trying to record. So I'll just post it. And I'll show you what the Burning Love does in a standard, event headhunter. Now I'd say you could probably farm, you probably farm 5 of these like every minute. Not 5 of them every minute, but like, 5 every 5 minutes if you're taking your time like I am. Relatively easily, right? Like, it's so quick and easy to kill these guys. Now, I'm not saying Bethesda needs to buff them, right? Because they seem fairly strong for a lot of the newer players. But if you know what you're doing and you've experience with different builds, etc., then this isn't that difficult. Hey, no, 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 this isn't yours. This isn't yours. This isn't yours. Don't do this. Don't do this. People are going to complain on Reddit. Don't do this. Don't do it. Good job. Alright, I'm going to start it now. I'm going to switch to Burning Love. I might do this on a private server, actually. We'll see. Burning Love. Okay. Find this guy, right? So, Brimstone, 5k, 3k, 6k, 5k, 7k, 5k, and he's down. Now, obviously, there were other people helping me. If you're a newer player, I would recommend doing this on a public server instead of a private one. But using an arrow allows you to tag multiple guys, right? Oh, was he still alive? He was still alive. If you're a newer player and you just kind of want to learn a bunch of new, like 1-star to 3-star crafting methods and get legendary modules to kind of optimize your build, this is the best method, hands down, in order to do that. You get tons of legendary modules from doing just even the standard headhunts or standard bounty hunting, which helps you finalize everything you need for your build leading up to the raids, right? To the Gleaming Depths. So this is like Bethesda's way of leading us into being optimized enough for raiding. So I highly recommend bounty hunting, and I recommend using a bow, a crossbow, a comp bow, what have you, when you're doing bounty hunting. Now, a couple of things to note. The best bow in regards to player crafting is the comp bow, but you cannot make that unless you have ally with the raiders or the settlers, because they sell the plans, right? I think it's ally or neighborly, one of the two. Now, fun fact, the plan to craft the comp bow in order to add it to the pool of legendaries as well as make it yourself, you cannot trade that, but you can trade the comp bow. So what you can do, if you're a player who is allied or neighborly, you can start selling comp bows with plasma mods on them in your vendor, so newer players have access to this very ammo efficient, very effective way to do bounty hunting boards. I'm personally selling them in my vendor. This is my capitalistic, I guess, way of advertising for doing this. I sell them relatively expensively at 2k a piece just because I don't want them to fill up my stash box, etc. But if you're a newer player and you want to get into bounty hunting, right? Getting a comp bow, getting a crossbow with the plasma mod, which doubles your damage, and then again running the perks I told you to run earlier in the video. This will basically guarantee you a way to clear these bounty boards extremely efficiently, extremely fast, and it is probably the best way for you to start to optimize your build leading into the Gleaming Depths, the raids. Now, that's my quick guide on basically how to get into bounty hunting. There are other things that I'd like to mention, but for now, I'm going to keep quiet and see what they're doing in regards to updates. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're having a good time playing 76, and I'll see you when I see you.